Hey folks, Duker Does here. Welcome back to my channel. The last few videos in Bantay Camay, we've covered a lot of the basics as far as palm strikes, eye gouges, finger jabs, hair pulling, spitting, biting, all the natural abilities we have to defend ourselves. Now we're going to get into more advanced techniques like punching and kicking. And you're thinking, I know how to punch and kick. Well, yes, you do, but you have to know the proper way to do it. That way you don't hurt yourself while delivering these techniques, and it's easy to do that. For example, when throwing a punch, most people just ball up their hand and throw a punch, but what they don't realize is some of the knuckles in their hand are not supported by bones all the way up the arm. The knuckle and at the top of the ring finger and top of the pinky finger are not supported all the way up. Unlike the knuckles on the first and second finger, they're supported by bone all the way up the arm. So when you form a punch, you want those knuckles to be predominant when throwing a punch. That way you don't break your hand when you hit someone. And the best way to do it that I find is I start with my pinky first when I close my hand. As you see that, my pinky goes in first, then the ring, then the middle, then the first finger. That way, these knuckles here, the first two knuckles on the first two fingers are kind of sticking out a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. So that way when I punch, I'm striking with these two right here. And if you look down your hand, it kind of looks like a gun sight. And so when you punch, you want to be looking down those knuckles to target your opponent. Okay? So that's how you form a punch. Now, most martial arts schools, when they teach punching, they do it from the beginning. They teach you from a horse stance and chambered punching, like you're pulling a rope. I personally don't like doing that because you need real world experience when throwing a punch. No one's going to stand like this and throw punches. That's just not how it works in the real world. Either you're going to be standing in a natural stance or you're going to be standing in a fighting stance. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do it from a fighting stance. Most martial arts are taught from a right-handed perspective. In other words, your power hand is going to be your right hand. So that means left foot is going to be in front, right foot is going to be in the back. Left hand in front, right hand in back. The left hand is your lead hand, right hand is your power hand. Now if you're a southpaw, a lefty, all you got to do is switch it up. Then your right hand is now your lead hand and your left hand is your power hand. Okay? When you're in this stance, you don't want to give your opponent any target. Your hands are up around your face. To show you this, I'm going to stand in what they call a boxer's half guard. This is basically how a boxer would face his opponent. Okay? And as you can see, my hands are up on my face. They're not touching my face. Never touch your hands to your face. Because if you get hit and your hands are already there, the impact, you're going to feel it from your own knuckles. So don't put your hand up by your face or on your face. Keep them off your face. Your elbows should be squared to your ribs, should be tucked into your ribs. This is the proper guard, okay? Now back to our fighting stance. Lead hand is going to be your range, how you find your opponent's range. And what I mean by that is you want to know, you want to make sure you're within range to throw your techniques. So you just want to be close enough to where your fist make contact with their face. Okay? So here we go with the first combo. The first combo is going to start with a lead left. You're going to throw your left first. Then, as you go to throw the right, your power hand, your right, you're going to pull your left hand in. And as you go to throw your right hand, you're going to turn your hips into your opponent. Then, you're going to shift back into fighting stance and you're going to throw a left jab just past your opponent's ear, and then you're going to pull it in. Just like this. Here, I'll get a little closer so you can see this. Okay? I'm going to throw a left jab, then a right power punch, or a straight punch. Turn your hips into your opponent. Then as you turn back, you're going to throw a left jab just past your opponent's ear. Just past your opponent's ear, and then you're going to go like this. That is what you call a rabbit punch, because you're hitting their ear. Okay? And there's another application to that. And what you can do is, after you throw your lead, your right, and then you go to throw your lead again, you can actually punch like you're doing a rabbit, grab the ear, and pull. It only takes 2 pounds of pressure to tear the ear. And I guarantee you that fight's going to stop because it's extremely painful. And this is the technique you might want to use to get away. Because as soon as you pull that ear, he's going to grab his head and drop to the ground. He's going to forget all about you. So that's when you want to get away. So one more time, we're going to lead with our left hand. So left punch, right punch, and then we're going to come back with left next to the ear and then pull it back. I'll turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. So here's my left lead, right punch, and then as I punch out past the ear, I pull it back in. Almost like I'm closing a door. See that? So, and you're grazing the side of the head. You're trying to cut their face with these knuckles right here. These knuckles right here, all you're doing is you're grazing their head, and it'll make them flinch. Okay, now, the next combo, we're going to introduce another punch, and you may have seen it before from the Arnie series, and that's an uppercut. And you start out by doing what we call a right horizontal punch. This is from Kung Fu. It's just like this. I mean a vertical punch. And it's like you're driving a hammer. See? So it's going to be left, and as you drop that left lead, you're going to follow with the right vertical, almost like you're rowing a boat. Then as you come back up, you're going to turn your hips back to your fighting stance position. And as you turn, you're going to throw an uppercut. You're going upwards, just like this. Okay, so again, we throw a left vertical front, then a right vertical front. Almost like we're rowing, where they're going to follow closely behind each other, like you're rowing a boat. Da-da, da-da, da-da. See that? Da-da. And then come back up with the uppercut. Your left hand or your right hand is protecting your face as you're coming back up. Okay, one more time, and I'll do it this way so you can see what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm going to throw a left vertical jab, and then it's going to be followed by the right. See that? Da-da. Da-da. Uppercut. Again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And after a while, you'll get to where you can flow with it. You'll get that rhythm, and it'll be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Those are the two combos I want you to work with. And then later on down the line, we'll add more. We'll add like right crosses, straight jabs, hooks. I'll show you how to throw hooks, all kinds of stuff. We'll start adding boxing to our repertoire. So for now, we're going to just go over those two. So the first one, from our fighting stance, right, left, rabbit. Okay, right jab, or I'm sorry, my bad. Left jab, right punch. That's a straight. Okay, so left jab, right straight, left rabbit. Okay, and then the other one is vertical left jab, vertical right straight, uppercut. So remember, it's like you're rowing a boat. See the action here. I'm rowing my boat, and you can do it either way. Okay, but for now, we're just doing this side. I'm rowing my boat, and then as I come up, I come back up with that uppercut. So take your time, practice these. Something else you can do is if you have a wall that you can practice on, you can actually, on that second one, you can hear the rhythm. They follow. If you can hear that, I hope the camera's picking it up. As I row the boat, both fists are making contact with the wall. Then I just dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. There's a rhythm to it. One more time. Now on that first one, you can do the same thing, but there's really not much of a rhythm to that one. But you can also practice this on the wall as well. Just be careful, don't hit the wall too hard because you don't want to damage your hands. But that's how I practice that second one. And I'm listening for that rhythm. And see, now I'm in line to throw that uppercut. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this little lesson. Please like and comment. I'd like to really know what you think about this Bantay Camay series. And subscribe to my channel. Like I say, always say, the more the merrier, and I mean that. Because without you, there is no channel. So, thanks again, everybody. As always, do good and deuces. Bye-bye.